Peace, 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 family. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. My name is Keisha. I am the owner of A Way of Life. I am a career and business coach using astrology. If you could, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're trying to grow here. And I don't even think I've said it. Happy New Year. I think I've been on here just posting videos and whatever and whatnot. But I have not said Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope that you enjoyed your holiday festivities and all that. And yeah, man. So we are doing the weekly astrology for the 10th to the 16th. Now, last week we left off with the moon in Aries. So we're starting right with Monday, where the moon is going to be in Taurus with the sun in Capricorn. So this is very practical, goal-oriented, but slow overall, you know. You might not be in the mood to do too much. Obviously, if you have things to do, you'll get things done. But with energy like this, typically people tend to be a lot more relaxed, laid back, and really getting in the hermit mode, especially with Venus retrograde and Mercury about to station retrograde. The energy is just like slowing down, you know, which is good. It's a good thing. It's time to go inward and just reflecting. You know, people are reflecting on the past. They got messages coming in and whatnot. And emotions might be a little bit high and tender, and more family-oriented focused, even more business-oriented focused, but contemplative business. You know, you might not really want to actually do business, but you definitely want to be more, you're thinking more about your business, you know, the heart of it all. When we're talking about the moon, this is about the heart of it all. And with Taurus energy being in the moon, this is like, you know, the values of your business. You know, what really am I doing this for? Why am I really starting this? What's the real purpose and meaning behind who I am and what I'd like to represent? It's a lot deeper, you know, a lot more contemplative. And we'll be reevaluating our values around themes like this. Even health. Taurus's health is the body, right? And so when we're in the moon, we're most likely to be more emotional and sensitive about things. So be mindful of what you're eating, what you're taking in. But you also might be thinking again about these things, reflecting on these things. Am I eating healthy? What can I do to eat more healthy? And things of that nature. This could also be your spending habits, you know, value around that. How you're spending money, why you're spending money. Are you saving it? You know, what are your values around those types of themes? The moon will be in harmony with Jupiter. So this is very optimistic, hopeful energy. And some of the things that you could be either doing or, again, thinking about, considering, planning around our travel, education, and your beliefs. Because those are just some other topics that Jupiter represents. I'd even say with Jupiter now being in Pisces, some spiritual things are going on. You could be getting some massive amounts of downloads, but overall building faith within this process as you begin to think about what these values and things of that nature mean to you. Having faith that you're on the right path, you're being led in the right path, and you're doing the things necessary to be on the right path, and feeling good about that. And then Sun in Capricorn will sextile Neptune. So all things Neptune come to light here. And a sextile is a positive angle, a positive aspect. I forget the lady's name that I be listening to, the astrologer. She be like, when the planets have sex, that's good for us. And so Sun in Capricorn with Neptune and Pisces, this is a good mix. Again, you could be building a spiritual business here, but overall we're building faith and boundaries even, I would say here with Capricorn, because Capricorn's very stern, strict, right? We want you to be responsible, mature, right? And so maybe even this is highlighting where you don't have boundaries, because Neptune doesn't have any boundaries. Neptune is vast and wide and very ethereal, spiritual, and can kind of be considered all over the place, if you will, in a sense, but in a very emotional sense, or in a way that's like where you feel lost and confused, like there's no structure at all. They don't want no structure. Neptune is like, no, don't do that to me. I want to be free. And Capricorn is like, nah. I hear you and all, and that's good and all, but let's put some structure around the spirituality. Let's see, like, what is the spirituality coming to you as? How are you implementing this and putting it in your everyday life? What is your faith? How are you expressing that on a consistent basis? Do you give back to your deities and spiritual ancestry and things of this nature? Maybe you're planning for a retreat, a spiritual retreat, or just any kind of retreat. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It could be some kind of relaxation, or just retreating in the back ends, like, getting off social media and being in the limelight, and stepping back to work with the family, home, your heart, right? The moon in Taurus, where your heart is. So, again, family, values, savings, just making sure that those things, when it comes to your spirituality, are being taken care of in some way, shape, or form. How are you expressing your spiritual nature in your day-to-day? How are you growing and maturing in your day-to-day? This could even be like, I talked about the winter solstice on one of my videos, how, this is a time for initiation. Capricorn wants you to master something, so you're probably getting light is being brought to you around how you've ended a cycle, overcome something, so now you're being initiated for that. So gifts coming in for you around your spiritual themes and things of that nature, and you're being celebrated for that, and always when one door closes, another one opens. So as you are celebratory in this process of initiation, what's next? Always, unfortunately, that's just how it be. Not to say that you can't take a break or anything like that. Feel free to do so as you choose, but just how this energy works, I'm sure that what's happening to you are also new things coming in to show you what's next. Where are you going? How do you want to move forward in these new things? And things might not be so clear right now, right? Because that's the other side of Neptune, this fogginess, confusion, lack of clarity, you know, things of that nature, addiction, depression, feeling lost, and, you know, so those types of themes are the lower vibrations of this energy. And then in the case where you know you're being initiated, that's fine, right? Because this is just a process, right? For people who may be feeling in those ways and haven't had any feeling like they haven't had any initiation or celebratory things or receiving gifts or anything like that, that's fine too. This is just not your time, right? You got a little bit more to learn, and it's just knowing the difference between the two. And so others who feel that could be very compassionate, intuitive, and sensitive towards you, or very, this is like volunteer energy, charity, inspired to help and reach out to you. But ultimately, the way you deal with this is to get very creative and imaginative. Use your imagination to create. Or, again, sleep, right? It's another theme that comes with Neptune, is to sleep, get rest, be patient with yourself, and things of that nature. Or counseling even, or seeking counsel. All right, and then Tuesday, the moon will be in a difficult angle to Saturn. Well, that's a real change of energy. So the moon is still in Taurus at this time, but now it's a difficult angle to Saturn. That changes the energy a bit for me. Now, if you're already on the lower vibrations of this energy, with this difficulty angle to Saturn, it's more of the same, because Saturn rules Capricorn, right? It's going to be more of the same energy of, you know, maybe things are coming up where you're just like, oh, I'm done with this already. I'm tired of feeling this way. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I just want these things to be over with. Or, you know, why is this happening to me? Like very victim mentality things could be coming up here. And that's the lower vibrations. But on the higher vibrations, you know, you could just be accepting the fact that this is where you are. And so when Saturn comes in this way at a hard angle, you use that energy and motivation to work on your goals. Like really write them out. You know what I'm saying? Don't just think about them and meditate on them in that way. You know, start to take what you got and write those things out. Get it out. You know, you got to get it up and out. And just stop playing around with do a few different things. Getting organized. And being honest that's where you are, and that's okay. That's a higher vibration of a tough angle to a moon and Taurus type energy. All right. So you can feel like the rug is being pulled from underneath you, discouraged, tired. There could be emotional concern and caution, for sure, with that moon. And those things are okay. It's just ultimately what this says to me is not time to be taking any action on your goals, but working on your goals, if that makes sense. And then Mars will square Neptune so this is going to be out of focus, feeling very sluggish, cuts out the BS, but be cautious for scammers. But I actually really like this because I have Mars and Libra in my 12th house. So I can tell you right now is that this cuts out the illusion. So you could be getting more like that reality check type energy here, because Mars cuts things out. It destructs, destroys, breaks things down. You know, I call Mars that's my construction sign anytime I see Mars somewhere. And because Neptune is more ethereal energy, you're cutting out things that don't make sense. You're cutting out the confusion. You're cutting out the lack of clarity. You're cutting out the, not having faith. You're going to have, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to help you build a stronger faith, right? Because when you think about Mars on the positive end, it's motivation, it's building up to working on something, like exercising, you're working on your muscles or your energy, your motivation. You know what I mean? And so here you kind of become a real spiritual warrior, right? You're fighting for the truth. You're fighting for clarity. You're fighting to see the right way and not the left way. You know what I mean? Which I actually think can bring in more focus when it comes to your creativity. But energetically, this could really slow you down because Mars wants to go phew. And even though Neptune is a water sign, it's not necessarily fast or slow. It's floating. And so Mars is like, what the fuck? Can we just speed this thing up a little bit? And again, it's not fast or slow. It's just a flow, it's just a flow and being in the moment. And I like the fuck out of that shit, yo. I don't care what anybody, I like being in a flow. And you could be in a flow of visualization, visions, deja vu, daydreaming, messages coming in here, dreams coming in here, or again, you're in your faith, you're building your faith, you're building your spirituality, your creativity. If you're into like dance or, those things, those creative things that you got to do to be in a trance, and ooh-wee, you could come up with some real powerful like dance moves or dance routine or photography, catching some dope ass scenes. And this is like videography, like cutting a whole video and getting it like right down to the minute of, like just just like really dope creative projects here being worked on and cut out that like could be divine, coming from divine. All right. I went on a whole tangent with that. I love Neptune energy. All right. And then Wednesday, moon still in Taurus. I need to make sure. Yeah, moon is still going to be in Taurus. Well, the moon will be in harmony with Pluto. So this is deep transformation. Again, counseling, introspection, deep conversations. I actually really, really liked this. Because I see Pluto as a release as well. But since we've kind of already been cutting things out with Mars, now Pluto coming in is more like the rebuilding of it. It's like replenishing your energy, replenishing something, or seeing the transformation of the thoughts and things that have been cut out and the things that you've been working on, or the results of that, right? So if it's counseling, you could have had a whole whirlwind in your mind, or a dream, or, something that came to you. And the outcome of that was like, yo, I'm going to get my ass into some counseling because that bullshit was crazy. And we ain't finna do that. We ain't going to be doing that in 2022. Type of energy. That's how I feel about this. or you finally like get the nerve to talk to somebody who you just got a burning question, if you will. And you're like, I just really need to get some clarity on this. Like, I need results. I need answers, you know, type of energy. And then the moon goes void, of course. And that's just when the moon disappears. So again, family, this is just when it's the moon. Whenever the moon can't be seen in the sky, that's a really good time to chill out and just take a rest. If you can. Not everybody can, but if you can't, and you're moving around doing stuff and you're realizing you are just like drained, that's why. And then the moon will move into Gemini. Oh, that's a really nice transition from moon in harmony with Pluto. So this is just a lot more brainstorming around all those things. So a continuation of that energy, and maybe even by Thursday, the moon will be in harmony with Mercury, which is in Aquarius right now. Getting ready to station to go retrograde. Oh my God. Like, this is a setup for a beautiful goddamn beginning. It might not seem like it in the moment, family. But let me just tell you something. Mercury in Aquarius, Gemini, and the moon. Oh man. Yeah, you about to get some stuff done here. Like some real brainstorming, writing, speaking, learning even. So studying, perhaps, to get some stuff done here and really build on your dreams. This is great for planning and goal setting. My gosh. And then Aquarius with all that new age energy, and it's in retrograde, so you're going back, you're finishing up stuff, ideas that you might have had a long time ago where you thought they were brilliant, but then for whatever reason, one or two things didn't happen, and maybe you lost faith in it, or it just wasn't time, so you got it sitting down somewhere. It's time to move forward with, well, not necessarily forward, but to start working on it again, right? Because we are in retrograde. So this is a strong focus on conversation, writing, speaking, your feelings, right? Because we got the moon there. Thinking, reading, studying, right? And then Friday, Mercury will be retrograde in Aquarius. Now, I did another video on this and really went in and talked about more of that. So you might want to check that out to help you with this time, to help you with some other things that you could be doing at this time. If you want your own personal horoscope written for you every week by Saturday, send me an email at info@awayoflife.net and sign up to be a Patreon. It's $5 a month, where you'll get these horoscopes written out to you, but they're specific to you and your chart. All right. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button, family. Yeah, this is really good information, a good energy. So the tension will be eased a little bit. Anytime, in my personal experience, anytime a planet actually goes retrograde, the tension does release. So it's all a lot more intense leading up to the days of a retrograde. So we've been in shadow from the 2nd, which started at the new moon in Capricorn. And then on the 14th, which is Friday, the planet will actually go retrograde, releasing all that energy. So this can bring the most mistakes, typos, anything can go wrong, honestly. Like all your typical retrograde themes, exes coming back, some more, even older ones than the ones you may have been experiencing with Venus and Capricorn. You got to wrap up those cycles, you know. But these could be other opportunities too, you know, work opportunities, because we're talking about Capricorn and Venus retrograde too. But Mercury does also rule business and the work day, you know, your day-to-day conversations in the work, really. But the tasks, right? Your work day tasks and errands and things of that nature. So you could just be getting a lot of stuff done. This obviously is car issues. Be careful for accidents. Don't be, you know, driving all whoop-de-doo. But, and then the moon will square Neptune. So this is where things can get real funky. All right. Because moon in Gemini square Neptune is just messy. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. On the lower vibration, this is people talking about you, or gossip, or like that victim mentality. Somebody's doing something to me and you not taking responsibility for your ish, you know. Especially moon is very emotional things, you know, and it's just it's a no good. It's no good. And so how do you refute that? Again, you tap into the creative side of these energies, writing, speaking, any kind of creative project here. Tapping into your spirituality, meditating. Yeah, try to stay away from smoking and drinking. Can make you, you know, they say the a drunk man's words be telling the truth. I don't really know about all that. I'm not here to have that discussion either, but to each his own on how you feel about it. But yeah, just to expect that if you are under the influence, you're going to be talking something, whether it's the truth or not. I guess time will tell, you know, so we'll see. Yeah, definitely a lot of emotional communication here. And it's not good because things could be foggy, uncertain, emotionally confused, moody even, right? Just be careful with that, family. Be careful with that. This is the drunk text. Out of nowhere. Oh, Lord. Don't make any important decisions under this influence. I mean, we're in retrograde, so if y'all been listening to all my retrograde videos, you already know you shouldn't be making any decisions, final decisions on anything right now anyways, because we are, even if you are in a positive energy of these things, it's like, it's distorted. You know, like when you think about a vision or a dream coming through and you relate that to some kind of spirituality, you know how, like, you ever seen that movie, it's not a movie, that show Medium, where a lot of the time she would have dreams and she would go to the police to help, but they weren't always clear, and it needed to play itself out. Think of a retrograde like that. You know, so even if you are getting great ideas, they're phenomenal, it's not the full story. And so take it, you know, I'm not saying ignore it because it's not clear. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying take it because it's probably very real, very important, you know, and essential to your process and where you're going and what you got to do. But it is not finished yet. We're still in retrograde. So there's going to be more information coming in, a lot more information coming in. And a lot of other changes going on and things coming up and things happening. If you haven't checked out my Venus and Morning Star and Evening Star video, because this is that week, Monday actually, you're going to be getting more information there. This is why I try to do a lot of these videos and give as much information as possible, because everybody's different. And some of these things are going to relate, others are not. And that's okay too. But, you know, I try to do that because in the sense that you get the whole picture. And the more I can do that, hopefully the more this information helps you understand things in all different kinds of ways, you know? All right. So I went on a bit of a tangent with that too, but so also on Friday, the moon will opposite Mars. All right. So this is another really tough angle. And the moon in Gemini, and Mars is still in Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. It might have changed to Capricorn at this point. I haven't been keeping up. So either way, there's some opposition around movement. All right. So speaking, emotions around speaking, thinking, writing. Yeah, this is small little arguments, misunderstandings. Conversations can be intense. The best thing for me here, right away, I'm getting is detach. You know, it's really just not the time to be having an argument because, like I said, you don't have all the information anyways. And an argument is not a conversation. You know, if it was a conversation and people were listening and giving information, that'd be a different conversation. But that's not what I see here. And so in that sense, I'd say walk away. It's not time to have this conversation. You can come back to it at another time. And I do that if these types of things are coming up. Now, if they're just typos and things around that, you know, just being mindful, double check, recheck all your messages that you send out. But the energy is going to be intense for sure. And just be mindful of that, you know. Maybe it might be a better day to actually do some working out or what other good things can you do to release some energy? Yeah, get out in nature. Mars likes that. Get out in nature. Just walk around. Or meditate. That's another one. All right. And then Sunday, the moon moves into Cancer. And that's its native sign. So Cancer's at home here. So that's a good thing. The moon will be in harmony with Pisces. Ooh, that's yummy. I like Cancer and Pisces. All right. It's very emotional still. On the high vibration, though, it's just this is like a nice warm hug. Ooh. Ooh. I love me a good hug, boy. And so you could just be really, really comfortable in your emotions at this time, in your body, and your thoughts, and your feelings, and your intuition. Really, really at peace here, right? This is ideal for travel, just being super optimistic, to be with family, friends, having a good time. Feeling the need to be generous to others, helping others in any kind of way here. I really, 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 really like this. I'm gonna put my feet up Saturday. And then Sunday, the sun will cross over Pluto. Oh, I like this. This is all the parapsychology. So, astrology, numerology, palmistry, psychic. It's going to highlight those things. So, ooh, just a lot of visions, just tapped in. You're going to be all the way tapped in. For spiritual people, this energy is going to be on fleek. You're going to get messages, all kinds of things. Again, counseling could be a choice that you make to do here. Or you're counseling someone. Transformation. detaching, or detecting rather, I apologize, detecting BS, researching, and anything around finances as well. This could be a really good day for clearing out debt. Again, receiving money if you're in any of these fields. Okay, you could be receiving money or having a lot of business, or just money coming in from other outside sources, right? People who owe you money. Or you're investing, you know, and you're getting money from that. This is going to double the emotion around soul searching. I like this. Or finding out a secret. And this secret could be anything. It don't got to be bad. It really depends on what house this is happening in for you, where it's going to make the difference. But at the very least, you can find out that your partner's keeping money from you when we're talking about Pluto. And Pluto rules the 8th house, right? This is always about joint finances, or that a business partner has been saving some extra additional money, or maybe they've been stealing it. Although I don't know how they could do that without you knowing, right? But those are just some possibilities, you know. Yeah. Overall, I still feel like this is a pretty cool day. And then the moon will be in opposition to Venus. So a strong need to connect, but not on the same page. Anytime there's an opposition. Moon in Cancer too. This is not the time to be having no opposition with no significant other. Because this could be an ending, a deal breaker to a relationship. But you know, remember not to make any final decisions, family. Definitely put your boundaries up, you know, put your foot down on how you feel about it and all. Let that be known for sure. But be mindful. Be mindful. But this could be an opposition with a job that you're no longer interested in, because Venus is in Capricorn, a business or a part of your aspect of your business that you're letting go of here, or you're just like, me no like you no more. Like it's not bringing value to it. Or you could just literally be completing something, or you could be being educated in something and you kind of feel like, I don't know if this education is really going to get me to where I need to. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Hold off on any final decisions. But misunderstandings with the Mercury retrograde is going to emphasize this energy for sure. Power struggles, manipulation, some intensity here around wanting to be right. But ultimately, this is going to bring light to what's being hidden, which can be around being, you got to be vulnerable, you know, or, yeah. Oof, this is tough. I feel like this is the second time we ended the week off in a not so positive note, but I mean, just this too shall pass. You know, try to be in the moment and experience these things as they're happening so that you can fully get the message that you need. Really sit with yourself afterwards and sit down and think about it. Process it, you know, process what's happening, why it's happening, and let that energy flow. That is like literally the best advice that I have for things like this, because sometimes what I feel like with energy like this, these are things that are outside of your control. You can only control yourself, so be in the flow, all right? But I wouldn't say step away from it, because I feel like this is more around a lesson, a message that you need to get through. So we're not avoiding here. I don't think you should walk away. I think you should deal with it as it comes. And ultimately, it's going to end a cycle around something that needs to be ended, you know. So be patient, be patient, be patient. And, you know, stand strong, keep your head up. Know that everything happening now is meant to be in order to get through things. All right, family. As usual, I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. I hope that you find this information